What percentage of your income should you be saving every single month, every single year? So I wanted to make this video because that's actually a really confusing question. And what I mean by that is, for the historical past, the financial experts have said, hey, you should be saving 10% of your income every single year, investing that so that you can retire comfortably at 65. Now the experts are saying, hey, you should probably be doing 15%, maybe even 20%. And then there's other people that are saying you should be doing 30% all the way up to 50% of your income. But to me, it's completely ignoring the giant elephant in the room, which is how much money are you actually making? Because the percentage of money that you're saving is really just dependent on the amount of money that you're earning. And so what I mean by that is, let's say you have someone that is making $20,000 a year take-home pay, and then another person who's making $200,000 a year take-home pay. So the person that's earning $20,000 a year, let's say they're doing 10% of their income as recommended, and they're saving $2,000 a year and they're living off of $18,000 a year. And then the other person who's making 200 grand, they're saving $20,000 a year and they're living off of $180,000. So obviously they're saving both 10% of their income, but that's a completely different picture. And what it doesn't take into account is that low income earners, obviously they should be trying to save as much as possible, but there's gonna be a limit to what percentage they can save. And for that person living off $18,000, that might be the limit depending on their circumstances. But what we should be telling everyone is that as your income is rising, as you are making more money throughout the course of your working lifetime, the percentage of the money that you're saving should be going up and up and up. But what typically happens is that as people earn more money, their expenses rise to meet their income. And that's a very commonly observed practice, is that people spend more money as they earn more money throughout their working lifetime, which is normal. But to the extent that the person who's making 100 or 200 grand, they should probably be saving more than $20,000 a year. But the issue is that as people earn more money, they tend to find themselves in these large debt obligations, because we typically associate with those around the same income level as us. So as we earn more money, I think that people kind of feel this pressure, hey, I should have 2 houses, or I should have a huge house, and I should have a fancy car, and I should have everything on loans, and I should buy a boat, and I should go on all these vacations, and I should eat out for every single meal. And they enter actually the exact same situation as the person that's making $20,000 a year, where they actually don't have a choice. They have to work, they have to maintain their high income in order to meet their debt obligations. So what I'm merely suggesting is that if you're watching this video and you have a high income, this is a ridiculous opportunity in our day and age to be super simple, be super humble, be super minimal, work for just a few years, 3 to 10 years, and you can literally be financially free and do whatever you want for the rest of your life. You can help people, you can donate to charity, you can travel around the world, you can really work your dream job in just a short amount of time. And so my number one tip for this video actually is to start doing personal accounting. So I've talked about this in a video before, but this is a DOME simplified bookkeeping record. And I actually started doing this 2 years ago, and I wish I had started way sooner. I think that this is the number one tool that you can use to start saving more money. And so what I do is I write down every single penny that I spend and every single penny that I make every single month, itemized, and at the end of the month I basically balance the accounting and I see, okay, what amount of money did I save, and then I divide that by my total income to get the percentage of my income that I saved. And I just wanted to show you guys this as an example because I think it's interesting. These are just the 2018 numbers, and for myself, I am on a low income. I have a full-time job and then I do work on the side, and so my income fluctuates. So in January I saved 12% of my income. In February, I saved 38.9% of my income. In March, I saved 28.4% of my income. And then in April, I saved 69.7% of my income. And then May is gonna be around the same as April. I'll probably save 60 to 70% of my income in May. And I just wanted to illustrate that to you guys because it can vary massively, because you're gonna have different expenses every month. Like in January, I remember I bought a plane ticket, I paid 6 months of insurance, and then I had a bit lower income for what was coming in. And then last month in April, I earned a lot more money. This month I'm earning a lot more money. So it kind of fluctuates. But even for someone on a low income living in an expensive city like Austin, Texas, it is possible to save a lot of money. And as I earn more money, it's gonna be going up and up. But I hope that this video was helpful to you guys and kind of shine some light on this subject. Because whenever I hear, hey, save 20% of your income, to me, I'm like, well, how much money are you making? Because I think we should really be saying, are you a low income earner, high income earner, medium income earner? And that can kind of start to set the gauge for how much money you should be saving. So if you guys want me to make more financial videos, comment below, and I'll see you guys next week. Ciao.